Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video, and you already know what time it is. You already know, man. We here for one of the greatest dunk contests. One of the greatest dunk contests. One of the best dunk contests, I should say. Not the greatest. 25 years old, man. 25 years old. It's crazy, bro. We 25 years. It's been 25 years since this dunk contest happened, bro. Not much needs to be said. The 2000 slam dunk contest. This is when they brought the slam dunk contest back, and they brought it back in a big way. Shout out to Vince Carter, man. Without further ado, let's get right into it, dog. Let's just get right into greatness, man. Come on, dog. Let's get right into it.
We'll open up with Larry Hughes of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. All right, let's get right into it.
Oh my God. Hughes not able to hit on that first slam dunk opportunity.
Well, you get one miss in the first round, so that's all right. You only take your top two scores, but he's got to be a little bit more cautious now, and that takes away a little bit of your aggressiveness.
Unanimous of 30, which is actually the minimum.
Well, at least Kenny Smith got that one right.
Yes, he did.
Well, you know, that was an easy one, but I thought he had some creativity. If that went down, he could have got a nice score from me, but it didn't go down.
And here is Tracy McGrady.
Shout out to Tracy
of the
McGrady,
Toronto
man.
Raptors, drafted out of high school 3 years ago. 6'6", 210 pounds, 20 years old.
Okay.
Spectacular stuff by Tracy McGrady. What a
Look at
way
that
to open
41.
up.
He almost didn't get the ball up high enough. He was waiting
Look
for
at
that
that
thing to
41.
bounce and come up a little bit higher. He had to reach down, grab it, then curl it back over the top.
It was a much better dunk than it was pass. Like you're saying, Mike, he can't pass, but he can sure dunk.
Kenny, what's going on in your thinking process?
I really like that. I like the elevation. I like the creativity. However, he didn't get the ball up high enough on the dunk, so he was kind of low once he caught the ball, which makes the dunk a little bit easier, guys over there. Like Danny would know that. Danny would definitely know that.
Hey, Kenny, I think that's crazy. I think that dunk that low that's a lot harder if you got to bring it down from your knees.
Well, you know,
Exactly. It's very hard to bring it when you're bringing it down.
And go up. Then I would have been a little more impressed. But he got a high score from me. Got a very high score.
And that score is, all right, 9s right throughout.
I just like it when they do the card. It's way faster, bro. Speeds up the process. Shout out to Stevie Franchise, man. Say Chris Rock, bitch, it's the rock tricking up a franchise like a Houston Rocket, you know what I mean? Get that one at 35.
I can't tell you for sure what's going on in his head, but I'm not sure that
That's a 35. That's not impressive. Shout out to the GOAT,
Well, it didn't
man.
matter. The guy was up so high. What's the dunk meter on that ball? That had to be 11 feet. Look at this guy right here. He doesn't even catch the ball clean. He doesn't have very big hands. The ball rolls down his wrist, and he still dunks
I
it.
want to hear how Kenny judges this pass now.
And you see the difference between catching it higher and catching it lower. He was up, he had to go get it, but it was very similar, as you were indicating in my scoring, it was very similar. Tracy McGrady had a great dunk, but this was just as special.
Look at it. He dunks it with his wrist. He doesn't even have the ball in his hand.
And you see the jump meter, which displays the in-flight trajectory of the successful slam dunk. All right, so Steve Francis of the Houston Rockets with an impressive start, and here is the man that this crowd wants to see. Vince Carter, who had told Kenny Smith that he has 4 dunks that no one has ever seen.
Hey, There's guys moving back on the sideline, NBA players, when he's coming. I don't understand this. This guy is making everybody move back, and he's going to take off on the free throw line from the beginning now. I'll just lose it right here. I'll lose it right now, Danny.
All right, here is Vince Carter with his first stop.
50.
Let's go
50.
home. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. Let's go home.
50.
Following a very tough act.
It's like coming up to bat after Babe Ruth or something. It's a tough one to do.
Larry Stackhouse, I'm going to get that one at
Now he's probably
36.
going to get 7s and 8s.
I'm going to get that one at
You said
36.
after Babe Ruth, it's like you can't come after Babe Ruth. You don't go singing after Michael Jackson. It
was nice,
you just
but
don't do. And right there,
like they said,
you gotta have to get a lower score.
you
just
coming
on
after Vince,
crowd
bro.
Approval alone.
He should have done the dunk while Vince was getting his interview, than the sneak quick one.
How about Vince Carter saying that he was winging it? Not bad for a guy winging it the first time out of the box.
29 inches on the jump meter there for Jerry Stackhouse.
And Eddie Jones.
Eddie Jones.
Shot on the ball, his teammate,
I knew I was missing somebody.
Who replaced the injured Antoine Jameson of the Warriors, will go the final entrant.
And in this
Okay,
first
so the
round,
final
you
entry.
must use a teammate for at least one.
I knew I was
of the
missing
dunks.
somebody.
So he's using his teammate, Eddie Jones.
All these guys are now following.
Oh, no, it's
difficult
Ricky
acts.
Davis. Oh, my. Ooh. Okay.
Nicely
Let
done.
me,
Ricky Davis. But everything seems to pale after we see Vince Carter.
Anticlimactic after that. The whole place came down. What do you do next?
Hey, you know what, guys? I don't understand why all these guys have all these shooters being their passers. You know, where's David Wesley, Eric Snow? Where's these guys? These are the guys that give him the ball all night. He brings out Eddie Jones,
Get that
who wants to take
135.
more shots than he does. I don't understand it.
So the tally on Ricky Davis is 40. And a look at the showing us perfection with the 50, 45 apiece for Tracy McGrady and Steve Francis. As Vince Carter will work with Tracy McGrady. All right, here's McGrady.
oh, okay.
Once again, able to windmill at home. Tracy McGrady with a couple of
43.
impressive dunks.
I'm going to get that one at 43.
Kind of a low pass again, though, Kenny. Didn't
That's
get
a
that ball
43
up
for
high
sure.
enough. We haven't really seen what Tracy McGrady's capable of doing, as spectacular as that was.
Yeah, Vince Carter, not a passer. Where's Muggsy Bogues for this pass? But that's still impressive.
Impressive. His head is at the rim. Look at this.
You know, I've never had the pleasure of being up that high. Knowing what it's like to be there. So,
See, he would have gotten a 10 out of me if I hadn't seen the Vince Carter dunk.
Oh, Kenny.
Kenny,
He
shut
would
the
have-
fuck
but it
up.
wasn't the same as the Vince Carter dunk. So that's the precedent. Vince has to come higher than that to get another 10 from me.
Well, 36-inch vertical leap. The other four judges going with 10s. Only Kenny Smith showing a 9.
It's that North Carolina tie right there. He doesn't want to give Tracy. That's bad judging.
No, he set the precedent what a 10 is. I don't know
So
what it
you're
is.
telling me that if Vince Carter doesn't do as good as that first dunk, he can't get a 10?
He cannot get a 10.
All right.
maybe we should have just given Vince an 11 or a 12 on the first dunk.
Steve Francis of the Houston Rockets, who opened up with a 45 on his first stuff.
I predict a 50 right here. I'm going out on a limb. I predict a 50, Kenny.
I like it so far.
Francis. Oh! bounce was behind his head, but able to save it and put it home.
What is Jamie Foxx doing with that hat, bro?
He almost overruns the basketball. The ball winds up further behind him than he anticipated. Here he gets going. The ball stays behind. Let me reach back, grab it, and finish.
Whoa.
What do you have for us over there, King?
Oh, I gotta give
That's
him
a
a 10
40.
on that
That's a
one,
40.
ladies and
That's a
gentlemen.
43.
Because, like you said, the ball is so far behind him.
That's a
that
43.
He actually hits his ankle with the basketball. Watch it hit his ankle. He's gonna come back. The jump meter's not 38. It must be wrong because that has to be over 38.
All right, and here is the second dunk of the night for Vince Carter. And Vince adding to the repertoire.
50.
Well, we've just seen a new out-of-bounds play
50.
for the Toronto Raptors.
2 quarters.
What's so impressive
50.
is you see Kevin Garnett, Jason Kidd, Darrell Armstrong, all these guys that can really run and jump. They're in awe of what they're seeing.
Vince Carter finishes with a 49, and the reason is Kenny Smith, the only judge not to award a 10.
And
What's
he's
going
looking
on
at me
there?
because I told you he set the precedent with the first one. That would have been a 10 any other time
Guys,
but today.
you know, I think that Kenny is out of the pages of Eugenia Williams, who was the judge in the Holyfield-Lewis fight, who claimed that she was
He back
screened
like you
out.
want me to handle it.
This is just the early going. We'll see what he could do. I'm not impressed anymore.
All right, Grant Hill with teammate Jerry Stackhouse. On target,
Missed.
but Stackhouse not able to put it down.
And you know what's bad? Catino Mobley right now is really mad at Grant Hill and Stackhouse because that's the one they had saved for Steve Francis in the finals.
That was very good. If it would have gone down, it could have been close. Could have been close. Because Grant Hill is definitely not the passer on that team.
So what you're saying is they made the decision easy for you this time.
And you know what? They had Duke and Carolina working together. I should have given him a 7, even though I can't give him a 7 on that. Just with Duke and Carolina was together on that.
Are actually going through the motions. Our mathematicians have just figured out it is impossible for anyone to catch Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, and Steve Francis. That will be the final 3.
So basically, those 3 players should save their best dunks for the next round.
Does not have to do anything extraordinary, but he does. Tracy McGrady with the hat trick. 3 sensational dunks.
Oh, man.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Basically, the winner of the competition has the best poster
That's a
dunk
45.
this evening because that one's going to be up on somebody's wall, just like Neek is, just like Michael Jordan, just like Spud Webb. The winners, they make a poster.
Yeah, that's
of
a
their best
45
dunk, and
for
everybody's
sure.
out there buying it and hanging it in their room.
10 is not enough, man. This is, Danny, this 10 is not enough. So we have to kind of separate it now, like 10.1, 10.2. We need the points because this is impossible.
I think we tried to tell you that earlier.
A very impressive line for Tracy McGrady, perhaps a message for the competition as he heads to the final.
Well, Tracy got a 50. The interesting thing is he got a 50 without it. The strategy coming into the finals is going to be, do they want to use their teammates as passers and jumpers? And now Francis and Mobley right here, they had planned to do the lob, jump over the top of Mobley, one that Grant Hill.
Well, maybe they'll use it because they didn't finish the other group. Stackhouse and Hill really never got it done, right?
Right, so it might look impressive to do it just to get it out of the way.
He's going to do it. No, he didn't bend down. I thought he bent down.
Good idea, but not able to cash in.
Didn't matter. He's in the finals anyway.
This is the finale on the first round for Vince Carter.
We ain't seen Larry Hughes in a minute.
Himself a spot
I
in
just
the
realized
final.
that. 'Cause I only got
That's
one
show-
score
I'm
for
sorry,
him.
Ma, but that's a showman.
Ain't seen Larry Hughes
Coming
in a
out
minute.
anyway, he and Steve Francis and Tracy McGrady, these guys are going to still try to do something spectacular.
Oh, it did not.
It's over. It's over.
That's a
ladies
44.
and gentlemen.
By today's standards, that's a 44. Let me see it one more time. Let me see it one more time. Just make sure. Make sure I'm doing it right.
Over the table to congratulate Vince Carter. This is unheard of.
Because Vince dunks are a little
Goodness
different.
gracious,
Bro.
it is over. Did I call it Danny or what?
Hey, Tracy Tracy McGrady, he doesn't even know what to do. He's walking away. He plays with this guy every day, and he's in awe.
Another look.
Whoa.
Get that one 44.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Kenny, he's got 3 of your top.
He got 250s, bro.
Yeah,
He got 250s, bro.
Before the contest, he said he watched all of these dunk contests. He was going to take a little bit of someone else, a little bit of Dominique, and put them together. So he put the Isaiah Ryder with the Spud Webb and threw it the bounce pass and threw it to himself and dunked it.
I might better take that back. I'm about to get that at 45. I'm about to get that at 45.
Vince Carter
I might have to get that at 45.
with a spectacular show. And now we come down to the final round of an event that will be remembered. Each competitor will have 2 dunks with or without a
Larry
teammate.
Hughes and Ricky Davis must have been terrible.
Vince Carter looking to psych out Steve Francis. All right, here's Francis with his first.
Not good enough. Pretty good dunk, but that wasn't as good as the
Yeah,
one he
37.
bounced and did that same action off of.
And you have to believe that Vince Carter has the advantage of the crowd going wild with every one of his opportunities.
Reminiscent of Michael Jordan doing something similar years ago. Dominique using that same one from the side, where they come from the left side, bring it back, swoop it down and up, and then finish with the dunk.
We still have to remember that Stevie Francis is only 6'2.5". And those dunks are very impressive for 6'2.5".
With small hands, too. He can't even palm a basketball. I was in the locker room with him before the game. He cannot palm a basketball.
All right, the total 43 on the first dunk for Steve Francis.
I guess I'll finish with that one.
Now, Tracy McGrady. He's 20 years old. He'll celebrate his 21st birthday in May. A man who will be a very sought-after free agent following this season.
I don't know about you guys, but this is exciting right here. Watching Tracy Vince and Steve Francis. This is awesome.
All right, McGrady with another gorgeous.
I mean, it's the same dunk he did in the first round. Because he already did this. Oh, no. No, this is a little different.
You know, it was great. It was a great dunk, but right
I know,
here,
this one a little different.
Somebody I think that threw his concentration.
He was leaning with it. Okay. He was leaning and rocking with it. All
Going
right.
with a 9 for a total of 45 for McGrady on his first
get-
dunk.
let me
in
get
this
that one
final
at
round,
43.
which brings us to Vince Carter.
Because he was
All
leaning
right,
and rocking
Vince
with it.
Carter with his first on the final round.
Back then, that's a 50 by today's standards.
Can I take a timeout?
Because it was the first time the world seen that shit, even though Kobe did it like a couple years earlier. I'm gonna give that one. I'm gonna give it 46. I'm gonna give it 46.
Making sure there was nothing slippery there, because he knew
I'm
how
gonna give it a 46.
the rim he was going.
Wait a moment, Dan. Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen that before. I'm not sure the guy can't go in through the rim head first.
Hey, let's see if there's a trampoline out there when he's doing this stuff. The mascots left the trampoline out there, I think.
You know, we used to hear of people taking quarters off the top of the glass and maybe leaving change. That's about as close as you will come to seeing that. That was unbelievable.
Tell me Butch Carter to just fall off his chair when he sees this guy hanging up on the rim like that, worried about his shoulder.
Hey, I don't think they have an alley-oop play in Toronto. What you doing up there, Butch Carter? Wait a minute.
Make that another 50 for Vince Carter. Tracy McGrady with a 45. Steve Francis with a 43.
Okay.
You got big numbers with that one. Big numbers.
That's awesome.
We'll see the replay.
Well, the crowd responding.
It's a
to
40
Steve
for sure. I
Francis.
just need to
Let's
make
see
sure.
how the judges respond.
This is definitely a 40.
Well, I had to give him a 10 ball. This was, it wasn't a sympathy 10
It's a
either. This
44.
guy really went up and got this. He could have said, I'm just going to leave the competition, but he goes up, cocks it between the legs and throws it down.
That's unbelievable, guy. Yeah, I mean, he's 6'2", but he doesn't have short arms.
What the hell? What the hell? Hold on real quick. We're not about to let this in like this. Hold on.
You have become
All right.
more and more
All right, we back.
compassionate as the competition has moved on.
All Had to go to the.
He did a great job. You had to give him the
Had
front
to go
for
to
that
the
one. Putting it through his legs, coming back.
240p
But this young
footage.
man, I think, has something in store for
Sadly.
us too.
They didn't want me to win today.
So Steve Francis with a 48 tacked down to the 43. 91 is his score for the final. And here's Tracy McGrady, who opened up with a 45 on this final round.
You can imagine if they put a little pressure on Vince going into the last jump.
Let's go!
And McGrady not able to connect.
You can replace that, right?
We need to know if that's a count. Leon Wood.
Can you replace that?
Leon Wood.
Okay, you can replace that. All right. What the heck? See, this is why I don't like these type of fucking videos. Hold on, bro. I gotta keep searching, bro.
Kenny just keeps throwing the passes too
All right.
low.
Because it gets
All right,
the
let's
whole
get it.
crowd involved when the ball is in the air, and it makes it a little bit better.
And he missed. Tracy McGrady
That will do
missed.
it for Tracy McGrady.
That's a 0.
And it will come down to Vince Carter, who opened up with a 50 on his first slam of this final round.
Danny, how high do you think he tries to bring his difficulty up here on the last dunk? Obviously, he's got to finish it off. He's got to make the basket at the end, but then how much they add to it?
Now Vince Carter needs 42, just a 42 for the victory. McGrady got a 32 on that second attempt for a 77, so he will finish third. Carter has put up a 50, a 49, a 50, and a 50.
Half man, half amazing.
Well, he gets 2 tries at it too, because you get a replacement dunk in this last round. So I think that we know who won this right here.
Once again, Vince measuring. Would love to conclude with an explosion.
You know you're good when the contestants come to the other side to watch you. That's truly meaning that you're half man, half amazing. Vince Carter, the NBA dunk champion. I'm crowning him right now, Mom.
They are standing here at the arena in Oakland. And as you mentioned, Kenny, the other NBA players going to the other end of the court. Photographers also making a move. Everyone standing. Here comes Carter and puts it down.
He executed.
Goes 2 hands from the free throw line.
He executed. I give him that.
As we
32.
said, needs only a 42 for the victory.
Well, that'll
It's a
get
30.
42, but Kenny
That's a
better not
32.
give him a 10 this time.
But
I think that was a smart dunk.
Judging
That
by
was
these
a
scores, he
smart
definitely
safety
won.
dunk.
Absolutely.
He elevated, he took off close to the foul line, but he knew what he needed to win. That's a smart dunk at the end to get the championship.
And it's a great dunk. 2 hands from as far as he jumped off, but very safe. And he's saving something for next year.
You know what, Danny?
Sadly,
That
he
was
would
a
not
9, but I
participate
owed him
next
1,
year.
So I gave him a 10.
What a generous guy. Well, down through the years, there have been a number of terrific free throw style dunks. Here's a look at Vince Carter once again, who ends up with a 48 on that second dunk for a total of 98. All right, here's a look. Julius Erving with a similar move, but went to the one hand. Michael Jordan with the one-hand slam. Another memorable stuff. And Brent Barry a couple of years ago, again, straight down the lane for the one-hand job. And here is Vince Carter, who is the champion of the NBA.com slam dunk competition. Carter concludes with a 98. Steve Francis, the runner-up, followed by Tracy McGrady. Here's Craig with Vince.
All right, Vince. Flying, skying, swooping, but hanging by your elbow on the rim. What was the best dunk you think of the day?
I don't know. I like the
the bounce with between the legs, because that was the first time I've ever done that. That was off the fly. I thought about it right before I went, and I'm just happy.
Alrighty, man. That's just gonna about do it for this one. As we sadly come to the end of the 2000s, man. It's safe to say we done with the 2000s. Man, we done with the 2000s and we heading into the 90s. Oh Lord. Oh boy. It only goes down from here, bro. It only goes down from here. But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out, man. I guess I'll see y'all niggas in the 90s, bruh. I guess.
Bum, 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 bum.